So you want to build better SQL projects? Well, you reach the right video. Let me explain. This video is brought to you by DigiLink Academy, your #1 source to learning programming fast and get to that 6-figure freelance salary you desire. Our courses include our SQL Project course, our Freelance Kickstarter, our Python course, and our interview programming course, and much, much more. So if you haven't already, go ahead and click the link below to get to our free 7-step freelance guide so that we can help take your career to the next level. I'll see you guys in the course. All right, guys, I got a couple of points here I want to cover just to make sure all of us is on the right page or the same page as far as just projects and the importance of it and the real world projects. At the end of the day, guys, real world projects are the thing that's going to advance your career the most. It's going to help regardless of what area you are in your coding career. When it comes to interviews, when it comes to your resume, your portfolio, your promotions at work, everything's going to be dictated about the projects that you guys complete and that you can showcase as far as just your value. A lot of us get tied up into the actual learning how to code phase, and that's okay at the beginning when you're trying to kind of get things or be aware of coding, the fundamentals and all that stuff. But you're going to quickly find out what really sets you apart from other developers is the projects, the impact you have on an organization, and really taking your career, your skills to the next level using projects. That being said, guys, I got a couple of points here I want to cover as far as just 5 projects that you guys need to do as a developer. You can build and it can really set yourself up for a career as a software developer. That being said, one of the things that I like to do, guys, is deep ERP system integrations with accounting via the database, via SQL. When it comes to applying cash to a system, let's just say you got an ERP or a management system, and that management system pushes invoices to this accounting system. That being said, these two systems need to communicate on a very deep level in order to make your business run efficiently. And out of the box, the CAN integration, it's okay, but you need deeper integration that's going to allow you to make decisions faster and make you be aware of what's going on, the left hand or the right hand doing. So building that deep integration, applying cash between the two systems. When you have invoices, you want to be able to know, hey, I'm putting an order over here. Is this customer paying these invoices? You need credit limits, all that stuff over here. The data's over here in this system, but you want to actually be able to share it with this other ERP system. That's a great project you guys can do for any company. You can do that for a property management company. You can do it for banks. Anybody who use ERP or management systems, which is mostly 99% of organizations nowadays, use some form or fashion of an ERP or a management system, and they have some kind of accounting system where they keep over invoices, accounts payable, accounts receivable, all that good stuff. And to be able to integrate that with SQL is a great way to get started, guys. I talk about a lot of this stuff in my 7-step guide to really get into depth. So if you haven't already, go sign up for my 7-step guide. And also it's free. And if you already signed up for my 7-step guide, I have premium courses below, SQL projects that's going to help you take your career to the next level and be a part of our free community that's going to help you take your career to the next level. So resources below, go ahead and sign up for that, guys. So sticking with the ERP system, guys, imaging is a very critical piece of any organization. I know it's 2021 and you would think paper would not be a significant part of an organization, but it is. You see the mailman's always running. You see people are always scanning, printing stuff out. Well, you're going to have to eventually get that back into your organization so people can use that information and store it, be able to take action, complete orders or complete tasks based off of that. You want that paper in your system as fast as possible. If you can get external people or external processes to scan it in so that you can do processes off it, RPA, robotics, machine learning, AI, whatever the method you want to get that image in the system, you can leverage that via databases. It can trigger events. It can trigger certain workflow processes, so you can be able to store that data and display that in some form of fashion using a SQL trigger, guys. This is one that is not used enough, because a lot of people just see imaging as imaging, which I can understand that. A virtual document, what more can that be? But you got to think of it as people need to see that information at the right time. That's data, just like a database. That's unstructured data. And you need to be able to put that unstructured data in a structured format so that people can take action on it. And the quickest way you do that, the more money a company can make, the better decision they can make, the more informed decision they can make, and the more information the executive team have on the day-to-day workflow of a specific order, a specific resource. It can be a property if you're a property management, all that good stuff, guys. So you got to be aware of that as well. So imaging is a very a key part of all that. Number 6, deep employee onboarding and offboarding, guys. This is something else you can leverage SQL and databases with, guys. A lot of it dealing with single sign-on, Microsoft, a lot of that PowerShell stuff, you can store that in the database, and you can actually have each application have their own different user table. You can populate that table with single sign-on information with the passwords and all that stuff. So when you onboard a user based off a certain role, you can put that in the database, and guess who got access to all the applications day one. You don't have to necessarily have somebody going to each individual systems to log them in. And the best part of all, when people leave, when you go in Active Directory or Azure or Google, whatever your sign-on client is, if you disable them, that same process will go into those other systems and disable them as well. A lot of you guys think, man, that's a system administrating role. Developers can really come in and make a difference as far as just that DevOps kind of feel, and make sure, we put the team in a position so that we work on projects that actually matters, not the onboarding and offboarding. That's routine stuff that you can automate. And that's a project that any company needs, guys. Because the truth of the matter nowadays, companies have a lot of cloud-based applications. It does a lot of integration stuff for single sign-on, and you need that deep integration. Yeah, a lot of you guys may think, well, Rod, the company I work for, they already have single sign-on. Yeah, they have the general single sign-on. I'm talking about deep single sign-on, where you can actually specify specific roles based off of AD groups, be able to push that data to any application and sign off, which a lot of them don't have. Just say, for an example, I go in AD and I disable that user should not be able to get in any other applications that I got single sign-on enabled. So that's another project you guys can do. Event report triggering, guys. This is one that a lot of developers think, man, Rod, this is a analyst role. This is something I do more than just reporting. Yeah, you do more than just reporting, but guys, we're talking about company impact. We're talking about developing systems that's going to allow people to be more efficient, to have better output, to be able to really take their day-to-day workflow to the next level. And if you can provide somebody a specific piece of information when a specific trigger happens, so that not only they know what's going on, but things are getting done, and you're just alerting them of it, and you get to the point where you're even automating it through machine learning. That's when you're really taking things up to the next level, guys. And a lot of times you have to start with just a simple report to get to that advanced stages where you automate, you use AI and machine learning. So again, that goes into the infrastructure, knowing what a company internal infrastructure is, so you can introduce or move that client to using more of these advanced tactics, guys. I have more than just these 4, guys. I have a whole list, and we talk about this in detail, the complete list in my 7-step freelance guide. So go ahead and pick that up. It's free. And I also go really in depth to show you how to apply this to your portfolio when you start to buy some of my premium courses, guys. So links are below for those goodies, and go ahead and sign that up, guys. All of these are good projects you guys should be integrating into your portfolio, because at the end of the day, guys, like I was telling you before, real world projects dictate how your career as a software developer is going to advance. You can be the best coder in the world, but if you can't apply any of that to the real world, it's a waste of time. You know, in the golden days of development where nobody have any software systems and everybody just need a pure coder, yeah, you can get away with just learning a code and just really implementing code-based stuff. But now people have systems, they have software, they have procedures, so that it's more of a project-based experience now, instead of you coming in and putting in a whole brand new system without having to account for existing systems. So that's the name of the game in 2021. I want you guys to really position yourself so that you can be the top developer or get that job that you want, or just really update your portfolio so it can put you in a position to get to that next stage in your career. Like, subscribe to the content. If you have questions, comment below. If you agree with me, comment below. If you disagree with me, comment below as well. Let's start a conversation and we'll go from there, guys. So like, subscribe to the content. I'm gonna put a link to my 7-step guide up here, so go ahead and grab that, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.